Thank you.
No, I don't see coach.
Good evening, everyone,
Good evening.
and welcome to 10 Luminous Emanations. How is everyone doing? Good and great? Okay, that's fine. So, let's start with a short meditation. As usual, we're starting with the focusing our energy about something we like to receive, some message that can help each one of us in his personal journey. You can close your eyes if you want, just for a few seconds. Take a deep breath to the lower belly. We want to clear our mind, clear our thoughts. Be aware about what you have in your mind and thoughts, how you feel right now. Just be aware about it. If there are things right now you don't like in your thoughts, in your feelings, just decide to remove them and let the light come in. We like to concentrate in this special moment in time, to be present and to be aware, and to ask for a message that will help each one of us in his personal journey. You can keep your eyes closed, you can continue and concentrate in your breathing, your breath. Listen to your breath. I'm going to read the sentence from the Ari to connect all of us and to be in the same level of connection. לפני הצמצום היה אינסוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע, כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אין סוף פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אין סוף. We can open our eyes. Beautiful. We'd like to remind us what we studied last week. Please, if you cannot jump and speak in the same time, just respect each other, please. You can look into your notes if you wish. Yes, someone? 1 point? Something? Okay.
About the vessel,
We have light work. You remember we have light work? What was the light work? Who remember the light work?
What?
Light work. Like homework, but
Yeah.
light work. What was the light work?
Well,
Did someone write down the light work last week or no?
you have to love what you do. You have to love everything around. You have to know the key.
But that was the light work? No, I don't think so.
I'm not saying. Okay.
Yes.
I remember something. I was late last week, but I do remember that, tell me about what's wrong, that we should.
Can you speak a little bit louder?
Yeah.
As I said, I was late last week, but I remember about the Rob told me about not projecting onto people what your beliefs are.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago?
Last week,
Last week?
I remember that. And in other words, not to put a judgment, not to project it, not to think that you know, or to
Beautiful. So don't project yourself on other people. When you talk with other people,
Yeah.
don't enforce yourself on them. Give them the space to choose. Right? Yes. Okay. So let's begin.
I thought it's a little bit more than that, but that's okay.
Okay. So now what I'm saying, החוכמה נקראת אור החסדים, אור והחסדים מים. The wisdom called light and the חסדים called water. הבינה נקראת מים עליונים, בינה, the name of בינה called upper water, והמלכות מים תחתונים, and the מלכות lower water. Okay, this is the new subject that Rabbi Shek and I are going to talk about. Okay? ועכשיו נבהר מהות ד' הבחינות, העילה והעילול, המוכחות להתפעלות שלמות הצורה של הרצון לקבל. כנ"ל בסוד המים הרו וילדו אפלה, כי הנה באצילות יש בית בחינת אור. So he said here Rabbi אשלג, in order for us to have a complete vessel, a complete way to receive the light, we need to have two sides. We can't have just one side, right?
Two sides of what?
Two side, receiver and a giver, right? Always there are two sides, right? You can have amazing desire, but if there's no, let's say, a side that can give you, even let's say the light, well, in this case the light, how are you going to receive? We need to have a circuitry, okay? So it's called, he called it in the name עילה והעילול. המוכרחות להתפעלות שלמות הצורה של הרצון לקבל. So by the actions, the way they operating, right? The way we, let's talk about us operating, we need to create that complete energy, complete vessel that we can receive. Now, it's very important to know what Rabbi is saying here. He's saying, הצורה של הרצון לקבל. The shape of the desire to receive. The shape of the desire to receive. Why the shape is so important?
You mean the vessel?
But he says the shape of the desire to receive. The shape of the vessel. Why the shape of the vessel is very important?
Of course, it's important.
Yes.
The shape is, it doesn't like traduce in what is it that you decide? What is the desire for?
What?
Can you speak loud a little bit?
Two things that come to my mind. One, it would be how strong your desire is, maybe has to do with the shape of the vessel. Or, what is it that your desire is for?
Right. Right.
It also has to do with the shape of the vessel, because the
Right.
vessel is the one that changes based on the desire, right?
So according my desire, this is that what create the shape of the vessel, right?
What do you mean by shape?
Shape?
Size of it?
No, it can be also size, but also a shape. Let's say
Physical
if we
shape?
take this cup have a special shape,
Yes.
right? If now I'm going to take a square pizza, can I fit it here?
No,
And I want to deliver this pizza to my friend. Can I put it here? Maybe just a piece of it, no? So it means the shape of this vessel, it's not equal to the shape of the pizza. So what I need to
The
have,
size of it.
I need to have the exact shape of the pizza, that I can put it inside this box. Now I can deliver it, right? So how it's related with me? Now, think about it. It's very deep what I'm saying here, but it's very simple. We have a lot of desires, let's say. Okay?
Okay.
So we have a lot of shapes according our desires. Okay? Now, I'm going to talk about something, and hopefully from that we're going to understand what we're talking about. Okay? So just bear with me for a few minutes. Many times we asking for something, let's say, right? And let's say now I ask for something, and now this is the shape of my vessel. Now, to receive what I asked for, I need first of all to complete the vessel. Because let's say first of all I have just the circle. Now I need to have the walls. Then the bottom, when the vessel is ready, now the light can fulfill. Right? Before that he can't fulfill. Right now I have just a desire. But I need to have all the vessel complete. Now I can put the water. Imagine you just have the circle and I put the water. Oh my God, all the table will get wet, right? So you can drink. You lose it all, right? So what's happened many times? We now we have desire. I start to get the shape of the vessel. Now I start to build the walls. But it takes time. I don't know how long it will take till till the vessel will be complete. What's happened to us? I give few examples, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes we say, you know what? It doesn't work. So suddenly I want something else. So now I want something else. Because this didn't work for me, I didn't receive it. Now suddenly I have this shape. Again. Now it's let's say kind of a square, right? But now I need to work to build the full vessel. What's happening if your vessel is not ready? Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Now we jump in from vessel to vessel, from shape to shape, from desire to desire. And we can find ourselves many times, we don't have the fulfillment. This is one. Now this can happen so fast, we didn't even pay attention. Because you know how many thoughts we have in a day? We have different desires. Now, there is another thing. Sometimes I do complete, and I'm receiving the energy, and suddenly I decide, no, I want to use this energy for that. Yeah. So what does it mean? We mix in vessels, mix in energies. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say, I give you an example, maybe it's easier to understand about money. Okay? I think I already give you examples before. We studied about it, but let's say you want to buy a new table. And you start to meditate, to pray, to find the right table for you. You know, because there's so many shapes, so many tables, you know what you want, but you go to the store, you get confused, I'm not sure. And then it's expensive, I need to have the money, blah, 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 blah. You preparing your vessel, preparing. Now you got the money. You have the money, you save the money, you have the money. And now you go to the store. And the table that you want is there. But suddenly, they have something else that you see and you said, oh my God, this bookshelf, it's exactly what I need. So now you're debating, a second, I have the money, you know, maybe it can be the same amount. Should I have the bookshelf or the table? You know what? I have so many books still in boxes. I can live right now without the table in the living room, but you know what? I prefer to take the bookshelf. And you take in the bookshelf. So you can say, what's the problem? It's just, just physical bookshelf.
So you change.
What's the problem? You build a vessel, you receive the energy for that, and now you choose to do what? To do something else. You mix in energies. Mix in energies. You understand?
Yeah.
So, what's happened to us many times, because we don't think in that way of desire, because I'll give you another example about the same table and the bookshelf, okay? Desire, it's a vessel. It's also a need. What is a vessel? It's a need. If right now you're full, I'm telling you, let's go to a restaurant to eat. What do you tell me? Michael, with all respect, I'm full. I can come with you, but I can't eat. Right? So you can't. You're full. What does it mean in different words? I don't have a vessel right now to eat. Yes? The vessel is full. So what's happened to us? What was the example about? I forgot now. I opened Windows. What?
What?
Too many desires.
Ah,
No, that was actually good ones, but
that's
that's
good,
okay.
I love it.
No, I have to go back.
Good example.
Can take the video back? No.
Rewind.
No, just a second. No, that was a very powerful one, but because it's all tricks of our opponent, and he tricks us. Okay. I remember now. Okay.
Got it.
I gave him his peace. He left me alone. So,
Even he is,
so we said desire. It's a vessel and it's a need. Because when I have a desire, it's not enough. Now I need to fulfill the desire. Okay? So it's a need. Alright? Now, when I say I want to buy the table, I start to shape that desire. Okay? I start to build my vessel to buy this table. Fair enough?
Yeah.
I didn't have a desire right now to buy this bookshelf. How come suddenly I need a bookshelf? This desire been built right now because I saw it. Did you build a vessel to have bookshelf right now? Yes or no? Because if I really have the need, so if you're standing in the living room, you said, just a second, so I need a table and I need also a bookshelf. Now I built in desire. You got it?
That's good.
So now I know what I need. I need a bookshelf and a table. Wow. Why not? Maybe you need a sofa also. Whatever you need. It's okay, no problem. But this is what I need. So now I'm asking for the light to guide me and to show me, to give me also the money and everything, and I can go and find what belongs to me. But many times what's happened to us, we taking the money, and what I mean, you mix energy. Now you're buying something that maybe it wasn't, you didn't build a vessel for. It wasn't a need before. This need suddenly been built, and you're absolutely right. Maybe you need it. But how come you didn't have it before you left home? When you left home in the morning with the money to buy the table, you have desire to buy bookshelf?
No.
No. So how come you buy the bookshelf? You go home happy with the bookshelf.
But the thing is, when you come to buy a book,
The table.
table, you suddenly realize beside the table, I need a shelf as well.
Amazing, no problem. So what I should do?
Buy the table first, and then buy the book.
Fulfill what I was working for,
Yeah.
complete the vessel. This is the shape of the vessel. Now you have a new desire. Okay, go home, check. If you really need it. Maybe this desire been built because you saw it, not because you really need it. And maybe you need different type, but maybe you go home because sometimes the opponent, he can give us damaged pictures. And you go home, you say, oh, thank God I didn't buy it because the size, it's too big, too this, too whatever. Maybe it's not good for me. You know how many things we buy in that we don't really need? Tons. If you came on Sunday, I give the examples about it. We buy in so many things we don't need. But then what's happened? We're wasting the energy of desires. Because, what I mean to mix the energies? Because we have so many desires, money it's energy. Now, it doesn't matter if you have the money even. But you take in the money, it's light. And you invest in it in different vessels. Right? So you can say, hey, Michael, but I have $1 million. I can go to the mall, I can buy whatever I want, right? Yes, you're right. But who said, from the point of your correction, that you really need it? Yeah, you can buy everything, you're right, for sure, buy it, whatever. But if you have in your position so many empty vessels that you don't need, why you want them in your position?
In the first place.
It doesn't matter if you have the money or not, you understand the difference? It's about espera. we have correction. It's about, one, what I need to do. Two, what's belong to me. Because remember, also from 1% stuff, we elevating spark of light that fall into the klipa. By us using now this table, this, what do you call it, keyboard, right? Glasses, whatever we have here on the table, we elevating the spark of light that's stuck in this matter, right? So, if we have stuff in our position that we bought, because all of those mixing shapes and vessels, you can find it in your home that you're not using it. It's just there, somewhere. So every time in Passover, you just cleaning the dust, checking the no chametz, and you put it back. But do you use it? If you're not using it, maybe give it to someone that maybe he can use it. Whatever that thing. Maybe it's belong to somebody else, and now you blocking energy that he's supposed to elevate the spark of light, and you're blocking the energy. You stuck the energy. So when we're talking about the shape of the vessel, you know why the Kabbalah is using those words? Because each desire have different shape. Did you fulfill this desire or not? So we have to, first of all, we can check our past. If we have these different desires, that suddenly we kind of, we did something else instead of that. And we might regret after. Think about it. Do you have something that you're supposed to buy, and then you bought something else, and then you regret?
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
So if it was the right decision from the point of the light and the energy, I can't regret. Doesn't make sense. If I reveal the light in the complete vessel, I can't regret. I will feel happy. Because we can say, physically we can say, who cares? If I bought the table or the bookshelf, it's mine. I go home and I need to be happy, no? So be happy. But we realize many times we're doing those kind of spiritual mistakes. We don't happy after. Then Satan comes and said, I shouldn't buy this bookshelf. Should have the table, you know, I like this table. Now somebody else will buy it. Now I'm going to have the money. Now we put like so many negative thoughts in your mind, you're not happy. And it's happened to all of us many times, right? Yes, you want to say something?
Yeah,
Sir?
I just was thinking, since you build the desire for the table, you already set the forces in motion beyond. So when you're mixing up and you're changing your mind on something else, things are getting confused and
Yeah. This is what I said, mixing energies. Then what's happened? You're right. Then when things things get confused, what's happened to us?
because the things are already in motion, you set it up, and it's suddenly changing. your
Use the
mind.
same word you say. We get confused.
Yeah.
We get confused. Because we're creating confusion. So we get confused. So in the 1%, sorry for my language, it looks stupid. In the 1% world, it's look right?
Good language, by the way.
No, sorry for my language. Why? Because you said, who cares? I just want to buy this. I need it right now, right? Yeah, but you, for so long, you built your vessel for something. Suddenly you're changing your mind. Yeah, I can do whatever. I can change my mind. Now who's talking? The ego. It's not really understand what you're saying. You know? Because we know sometimes we can get stubborn about something. Or your husband, or your wife, or your kids even. They want something. You go with them to the store to buy it, and then suddenly said, no, you know, mommy, no, I don't want the jeans. I want the shoes. What? But what? We're like, you told me like for 1 month you want it. I save the money. This now. So she can tell you, why you care? No, I just want, you know, I changed my mind. But this is our reflection. This is why the shape of the vessel is very important. This is why we're creating a circuitry. So everything, from the point of energy, there's no waste in energy. Energy, if we don't use it, it will go to somebody else. Right? It transforms, so somebody else will use it. So I need to understand, listen, I want to use the energy that I need to use. I need to work with from the point of my correction. So in my mind, everything counts. Everything is important. Every small detail and there's no small, first of all, there's no small desires. There are, but there's no. Because we all have small desires and big desires. The thing is not to stuck with the small desires. We need to have everything, right? So we can't just take energy from small desires, but we all have small desires and big desires, okay? So we need to understand that each desire that we have, I want to make sure that one, I'm fulfilling this desire. If this desire you don't think it's like for you, just delete it. Just delete it. Maybe it's false desire. But if you think this desire you want it and it will serve you and will make you fulfilled and happy, do it. Do it. And then go to the next one, and next one, next one. Yes.
How do you know which are the real desires that are going to be good for you? You have many desires. How do you know which ones are the real ones and which ones are the ones that we should go for?
Very good question. Very good question. Somebody would like to try to answer? That's good. Answer everything. Restrict. Zeranpin. Yeah. Restrict. No, it's a very good question. One of the things we can check that there are those desires that I'm willing to do something about it, and there are those desires that just suck in my energy, just make me feel bad. Are you with me? Do you have those desires that make you feel bad?
I don't get what you're saying.
No.
Guilty.
It's too deep, huh?
Can you give an example?
I don't know. Why would you desire something that makes you feel bad?
It's not about you design, it's like what the opponent is telling you.
Thoughts that come to your mind.
Because the false desire is not coming really from the person, coming from the body consciousness, not from the soul. There are the desires that the soul came here to do the work. But the body consciousness, the voice of the body consciousness, it's higher.
It's stronger.
We listen to the body consciousness more than we hear our soul. The Zohar says that our soul screams every day to tell us what we need to do. And the Zohar says nobody listens. So it means we listen more to whom? The body.
Not because we don't
So I will
want
give
to.
you, not because you don't want, but it's not about, we don't do enough to hear our soul.
We're on a different frequency.
Right. And this is why, actually, it's related with this week, we have spiritual tools to remove the noise and to clear ourselves and to hear our soul.
Yeah.
Now, for your question, why I would like something that will hurt me, right? But I give simple example. Like I like to give it from sport or from food. It's easy to understand. Today it's around us all day long. But let's say you have this desire to lose weight or to look good even. It's there. But you don't have time. Really, Satan, block all your time and put traffic and put everything that you can't even do even at home. 5 minutes workout. Every time there is something. But you still have this desire and this kind of illusion that one day you will do it. Right? You have different desires like that you can't get to those desires.
Yes.
If it's workout, if it's looking good, if it's losing weight, huh?
Eating healthy.
Maybe eating healthy, right? Every time you choose something like that, what will happen? It will put like different blockages or obstacles that in this day, in this area, there's no healthy food, and you're so hungry, you forgot your lunch at home, and what you can do? Okay, I eat burrito. I don't know, whatever.
So you're not consistent.
No, but you understand what I'm saying? So, what does it mean? And we have a lot of from those. I'm just giving food, and workout, but there is so many unhealthy desires. Oh, he can tell you, oh, you need to be better. You need to behave. You need to be a nicer person. You need to be more patient, right? You need to be a good listener. just pay attention more to people, right? Whatever that thing we need to do, and he's telling us, and we think like, yeah, I need to change. But then what's happened? Are you really doing it? At the moment you feel like, yeah, I need to be better. That's it from now. I will listen to people, this. And then what's happened? You're not really doing it.
Forget.
A person, not even about to forget. A person will come and push your buttons and be against you and not agree with you. And now, let's see, be patient. Right? So it means, I have the desire, yes. I'm doing something about it, no. Because if I have real desire to do something about it, I really will take myself. I don't care about the traffic. I don't care about whatever. I will do it. You know, you see people, they want to work out. They work out in the airport. They're doing push-ups, whatever in the airport, while they're waiting for the... And you look at them and say, those people, what are they doing, crazy? No, maybe you look crazy, but you don't know this person's life. Do you know his life? Maybe he doesn't have time. So now 5 minutes he's doing push-ups. For him it's like he worked out for a week. How do you know? We're just judging people, right? So the thing is, you know, we have to know ourselves, and we have to know our desires, and we have to find a way to manifest them. And if you have like thousands of desires, but you're not, let's say, you know, think about it. We need to have a lot of desires, right? But if the desires create an energy that puts me down, let's say in a day, you have a lot of desires to do things, and you don't do everything, right? How much you can do? You know, one person, few hours, you work, you need to eat, to sleep, this, whatever. So what's up at the end of the day? Satan can tell us, look at you. Look at your schedule. You want to do all of those 10 things? What you did, just do. Look at you. You're useless.
Yeah.
Look, right? How do you feel about yourself? Oh, I don't know what to do, look, I just do things, I'm not good enough, I'm this. And there are different people, they think really bad stuff about themselves.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying, oh my God, an amazing day. I have 10 tasks, but I did 2, but I did them all the way. Tomorrow it's a new day, I'm going to continue and do the 8, whatever. Why not? Why not to look at the positive?
Yeah.
God give me life, give me happiness. Whatever the obstacles were today, I managed to finish 2 complete desires. Bam! Yes! Why not? Why we need to look at the half-empty cup instead of look at the...
Half full.
Yeah, the other half that is full. Why not? We're not really giving ourselves compliments. You know, it's terrible, but we given, I'm trying to say it in English, but we given on our head, you say?
Beat yourselves up.
Beating ourselves more than other people beating us.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, most of the time we don't pay attention when we're doing it. It's kind of built in. So you can drive, you can even sleep and you have like those dreams about yourself.
Sabotage.
What?
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah, self-sabotage. So when people are actually doing it from the outside, it's already my reflection. The way you're thinking about yourself, so people, this is how they're going to see you. So we have to start. So when we're talking about desire, this is why the Kabbalist speaks a lot about desire. Why? Because we don't really get it. We don't get it. Because there are so many ways you can look at desire. It's not enough just to say, oh, I'm hungry. Yes? Even a simple desire, right? I'm hungry. You think it's simple when someone tells you that he's hungry?
No.
Is it simple?
No.
When somebody tells you, I would like to have a coffee.
No.
Is it simple today to prepare a coffee for a person today? Back in the days, yes, just black coffee with sugar, right? Today, which type of milk? 4 or 5 different type of milk, which type of sugar? Yes sugar, no sugar, stevia, no stevia. Whoa, my God. It's like you need to give him a survey just to make coffee. Right? It's funny, but it's like, what? So imagine this is a coffee.
We complicate our life.
You know, many times I'm going, sometimes I want to drink coffee, to go to Starbucks or whatever, to buy on the way. And I want like something like cool, and I look at the menu, I get so confused. And I'm listening to people, give me this, that, like, oh my God. I don't understand what even he says. And, you know what, give me like a latte or Americano. I don't know, like, it's so complicated, the words over there, oh my God. It's like, just for a coffee, what a menu, huh? So imagine when somebody tell you I'm hungry. Oh my God, how many details now to fulfill his hunger even? So if that, even when you hungry to fulfill the desire, it's already kind of complicated. Because yes, you can just take something and you fulfill your hunger, a sandwich or something, okay. But you don't, not always you even want that. Sometimes you want like something, a hot meal, maybe a fish, maybe a salad, whatever. Like, but we know because I was like asking, what is the taste of life? So the same way sometimes it's important for me the taste of the food. This is why I don't want just the sandwich. I want something like special, right? So we're going into details in our desire. Yes or no?
Yeah.
We're going into the details, and if not, you're in the restaurant and everything perfect. Just you don't have the parmesan on top. Just like I asked for parmesan on the top. Can you take it back and put parmesan, right? At 99%, it's amazing. Just the parmesan. Okay, I will give you, right? You don't touch it till right?
But if not, you don't get the fulfillment.
Right.
And that's
So
the fuel.
this, right. So this is actually so. In one area, I will go all the way. Yes, for my stomach, for sure. You need to give me the best service.
Yeah.
But what about energy? When it's not 1% thing. Most of the day, you're not buying a table, you're not buying a bookshelf, you're not eating all day, right? So most of the day, what is my desire in between of those 1% stuff? We just given examples about those 1% to learn about myself all day long. Yes.
Well, what did you, I mean, funny enough, I said it, but I think it's like you're saying when you're ordering a pasta. I mean, in one way or another, there's a lot of little restrictions because you're thinking, okay, no, today I don't. Let's say today I want pesto and extra garlic sauce and parmesan. Like, there's a lot of restriction because you actually thought about what you want, and it's a 1% thing, right? Now, what I'm thinking is, when it comes to the bigger things, because they're bigger, they require more restriction. It requires more thinking, so it requires more definition of the vessel, and that's where we get stuck. Let's say, or slow down. Body conscious, body. I mean, that's smaller desire. It's easier access, but still, like you said, it's work, and restriction is thinking, and thinking is work.
Just a second. We didn't mention any restriction here. Just a second.
No, that's what I was just putting together. Maybe.
No, let's put it this way.
Sure.
There's no restriction here. Here we're talking about desire before restriction. So it means what I want to explain, what I want to explain, what I want to make us to understand. There are things I know exactly what I want. When you ask how do I know if it's a false desire or good desire, right?
Yeah.
You understand? Somebody asked the question, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So there are things I'm sure this is what I want, into details. How do you know? Because this is you. I want this parmesan, this, whatever, right? Almonds, whatever in the menu.
The vessel is defined.
Yeah, and sometimes even you add stuff to the menu. You say, listen, I like it, but do you have, I don't know, different sauce, right?
Yeah.
Ginger sauce.
Okay.
Yes, we have. Okay, so you add because you like it.
You substitute.
But so I know exactly my desire, right?
Yeah.
But the same way, so let's say just to answer to your question, when we're talking about big things, also I need to know my desire.
Yeah.
Into details.
Yeah.
Now, if I restrict or not, we're not talking about restriction right now.
Okay.
We're talking about if I have the right desire and if I need it, now, what the Rav said, if you want you to do, totally let go. Let go.
Yeah.
Wherever for the videos the Rav said, let go to let the light to give you. But if I'm just want, there's no, this let go, there's restriction, I can receive.
Yeah.
But here I need to trust the light. Have the certainty in the light, I can receive it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, how many times, now I'm going into different behavior. There's no restriction. How many times you order something, let's say they forgot the Parmesan, and instead of saying, okay, they forgot the Parmesan, so just, can you bring me Parmesan? You get upset and angry. It's happened to you once or twice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm paying money.
Yeah.
If I'm paying money, you need to give me good service. Yeah, physically you're absolutely right. But why do you need to get upset and angry?
Yeah.
If you know it's bad for you. If you know you want to be happy, you came there to be happy and blah, 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 correction, all what you know, for even what you study, and all of this scenario right in the restaurant created, and this waiter, right? He was busy and forgot the Parmesan. So what do you want now? To be right and to fight with him and to tell him bad words or whatever? Or to say just, you know what? Hey, I forgot the Parmesan. I don't know why it's in my movie. Can you bring me Parmesan? Whatever, right?
Yeah.
We doing sometimes what I want us to see, because if my desire is to enjoy, remember the Abhishek say, in each life there is energy of joy, yes?
Yes.
You're absolutely right. I'm not saying we're not right. You order, you pay money, you can get the service, but it's happened. He's a human being also, he's not a robot. He forgot the Parmesan. Now, my desire was, I want to have nice dinner with my friend or husband or wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to have fun. Yes?
Yes.
So, why you don't have fun? Because there's no Parmesan on your pasta. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you choose to have fun, just have fun. Have fun. So much. So in 2 minutes you bring Parmesan. Or whatever that thing, the lemon in the water, whatever. You know what I mean? Those small details happen in the restaurant
Yeah.
that imagine they need to remember, and sometimes they missing stuff.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
It's happened to all of us, also to me, right?
Yes.
Or you want to, even you want to pay sometimes. You're like, it's like he don't see you. We're like, hey, yeah. And you're like in rush and like, oh, what's going on? Okay, it's happened. But if I choose to enjoy. Can you enjoy? Why you can't enjoy? What was your desire? What was the shape of your desire?
What was the body desire?
What?
Was it, if you're not enjoying, is it the body desire?
Now we mix in. This is the mix. Because you have that, you want to have fun. Because joy, it's not physically joy. It's energy. Even when you eat food, when we eat something, physical food even, for how long you feel in the taste?
From the beginning.
It's I don't know in seconds, but it's really like seconds.
Mm-hmm.
When you put it in the mouth, you feel that it's gone. All the amino acids and they all even in the mouth, the digestion system already happen in the mouth. So the saliva, everything you don't feel the taste anymore. It's like such a balagan in your mouth, salad. So you take in a bite, that's it, gone. Then you swallow, gone totally. Now, do you know what's going on in, how do you call this, in the,
Throat.
what? Not the throat.
Taste buds.
No.
Esophagus.
Veshet. What?
Esophagus.
Yeah, esophagus, and then you go to your stomach. Do you know what's going on after you swallow it? Who cares? Just give me more. Whatever you can put inside, and then the cake and the coffee. Oh my God. Woohoo! And then you have room for ice cream, right? After you're full. So if you think about it, when we talk about desire, so first of all, it's going to be the body, but I want to enjoy. So the happiness and the joy, it's spiritual. But then what's happened, we mix it with the body consciousness. Because then we get upset and angry, it's not coming from the soul. The Parmesan, the lemon, whatever, it's already like, oh, what's going on? It's a service, I'm paying money, he don't care about me, this waiter, this. Do you care about him or her? Do you see how many people he's serving here? Do you care about him?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Believe me, people, if you check, I'm just giving an example, but people behave sometimes so not nice to,
Super mean.
and mean, to like, listen, yes, this is his job, but do you want someone in your job to behave like that,
No, of course not.
in disrespect?
No,
So why you do it to somebody
of
else?
course not.
You understand what I'm saying? So we don't pay attention that when you go to work, would you like your boss to behave like that and talk with you like that? Hey, why didn't the project? You forgot the line. What? Why? You wanted to say, nice, listen, I read it. You know, this line, maybe you should change it. You know, you did amazing work, by the way. Amazing work. But you know, just here, if you can fix it, can you do it? Oh, for sure, yes. Why not? Have a good day. Wait! This is amazing. Wow, you bring everything. It's amazing. But you know, can you bring please the lemon? You forgot the lemon? Give a compliment. Why not? Can you give a compliment first? Please, 90% on the table, 99%. Just the lemon. What do we see? The lemon is missing. Everything is on the table. Look. Smell good, the food. Just the lemon. So we actually, the same way we're looking into details, Satan knows it also. So what he does, he let us look at the details, but in the wrong way. So where is your desire? Where is your desire? Your desire, why? This is the shape of your desire. You want to have this cup of water. Why? You want to enjoy the water, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're thirsty, but you want to enjoy. You're not going to, so if you're just thirsty, take the water, take the cup, go to the bay and just take from the bay and drink. Why not? You going to do it?
No.
Why not? But you're thirsty. Because it's salty? Mm. You. You. So what does it mean? Even water, you know, when you go to buy water from the supermarket, you just, whatever water you see, you just put in the cart, or there is a specific company that you like?
Specific.
But it's water.
No.
Why are you so care? Water, right? So even water,
It's a
we
different-
care about what?
The taste.
L'chaim, the taste.
L'chaim, l'chaim.
Even water. So imagine how picky we are with our desires. Yes?
Yes.
So desire, it's very, very important. So if my desire, doesn't matter what desire right now, it's to be happy, to be healthy, to have joy. Yeah, so it can be water, food, TV, cars, you know, like getting married, whatever, all of the desires you can think of, right? So if I have those desires, and the root of those desires from the right place, it means I need to do what? To make sure to maintain the energy in this desire. To maintain it. If you have the vessel of already, and you received it, right? You received the car, the house, I don't know, your wife, your husband, your work, right? So now what? That's it?
No, coffee maker.
That'll work.
Coffee maker.
That's how you maintain it.
Now we need to maintain it.
There's caffeine.
But what's happened? Because I have more desires, instead of maintain what I already achieve, I try to create more desires. So I forget to invest here. Because I think, oh, it's already there. I already have it.
So we don't appreciate what we have.
We open more and more doors.
Yes.
So then we now what we say, we get confused with the energies.
Oh, okay.
And we're overwhelmed. And we think, oh, but I'm expanding my vessel. Really?
No.
Wait a minute, maybe you're losing a lot of other vessels. So we need to make sure, again, what I said before, I need to know my desires. I need to make sure to focus my energy of the desires that are the most important for me. That is important for me. If it's your family, if it's your workplace, if it's your friends, if it's your spirituality, whatever those things you think, this is my main desires. How much of my energy, my time, my thoughts I'm investing in those areas? And especially in those areas we're not really investing. We think we do, but we're not. Because most of my money is where? There. It's not really here.
Outside.
So it was
So-
like everywhere, nowhere.
So what Rav Ashlag is saying, the shape of the vessel to receive, it's very important. It's very, because we can do so much, and at the end of the day, we're not receiving what we think we're supposed to receive, or we don't feel the fulfillment. So it doesn't make sense. We're working so hard, no? How come? Because maybe I'm not focusing in the right place, in the right energy, in the right vessel. So yes, you work hard, for sure you work hard. But where is the energy? What the energy doesn't last? Doesn't stay in the vessel. So the shape of the vessel, the shape of the desire to receive, it's very important. Very important. Okay, so we're going to listen to the Rav.
It's hard to believe we've been discussing this for 45 minutes or so on just the shape. But actually we've expanded more on the word shape. It's the quality.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really shape, it's a quality.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. He just forgot to put the video. I'm trying to do the magic, but it doesn't work. Okay, so we have... Okay.
Define it.
Yeah, the subspecialist issue.
Yeah, I don't want just to continue because it's like a new point. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Louder.
And someone else should not be here.
Volume a little bit.
Maybe he's not ready. I mean,
Thank
there's
you.
so many other factors that we have to consider.
It's the first one. But here it
That's
is.
right.
Yes, it's good, good.
But Rabbi Chaim Vital was waiting for him too.
Too much?
The only reason the Ari came to Rabbi Chaim
It's
Vital
good, good.
was because he knew
Thank you.
that Rabbi Chaim Vital was at that moment waiting for him. Why didn't he come 3 years before he did, or a year before? Why did he come that day?
Okay, I just want to make sure you understand what the Rabbi is talking about, okay?
What we're talking about?
Rabbi Chaim Vital and the Ari. The Ari been told, Ari was living in Egypt back then, and he been told that he came to the world just for one reason, to teach Rabbi Chaim Vital. And he need to leave Egypt and to move right away to Israel, to Tzfat. So the Ari said, okay, but they told him, but you have just 2 years to live, to stay in the world. In 2 years you live in the world, so you have 2 years to teach him. He said, okay. So when the Ari moved to Tzfat, he didn't went to Rabbi Chaim Vital, even though he received the message. What the Rav saying here, he was waiting for Rabbi Chaim Vital. He was waiting for Rabbi Chaim Vital to be ready. We're talking about the vessel right now, right? So when Rabbi Chaim Vital been told that there is a Kabbalist that came and come, you should meet him. He said, it's okay, Kabbalist, whatever. He didn't went to him for 6 months. Can you imagine? You have 2 years to live. 6 months passed. Till one day Rabbi Chaim Vital decided to go to, let's check this Kabbalist, who is this Kabbalist? And he went and he saw the Ari have a store, for herbs and different things. So he came, the Ari wasn't really there, so he what is this Kabbalist? Is he working? How come he's a Kabbalist? And he about to leave. And then the Ari saw him, so he told him, hey, I heard are you Rabbi Chaim Vital? He said, yes. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Just, sort of conversation. I heard that you study the Zohar, and the Zohar is, you teach it. Yeah. Can you come with me to the, he took him to a back room. And he told him, listen, there is a book of the Zohar here. Can you please open and teach me something? So he said, yeah, for sure. So he opened the Zohar. He started to teach. It was an article about angels. He started to teach. And then when he done, so the Ari said, you done? Can I have the book? He said, yes, for sure. So he gave him the book. And the Ari started to teach. And every time the Ari was mentioning the name of the angel appeared in the room. It was so much light in the room. Rabbi Chaim Vital, he actually threw himself on the floor and begged to the Ari, just to stop it. And I got it, So then the Ari told him, listen, stand up. We don't have much time. I came here to teach you. So, so you need to go through all of this process as Rabbi Chaim Vital will be ready to receive what the Ari came to give him. So many times in our life, you can have desire to share something, but not necessarily the other person is ready for it. Right? And how many times what we said 2 weeks ago, remember what the Rav said? How many times we impulse ourselves on other people because we think what I have can help you. But who says he's ready? We need to make sure that the other person is ready for it. So this is what the Rabbi he continue. Yes.
No, I was just going to say, it's like if you want to give somebody a grand piano and they're in a studio apartment, you're not going to.
What?
They're not ready to receive it. You understand? I said that it's like if somebody wants to think they're going to give you a big gift and they have this big grand piano and you're living in an efficiency apartment, you're not able to really appreciate receiving it.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear what he's saying. So, we do have mic in the class.
No, she was saying if somebody wants to give you a grand piano,
Yes,
you live in an efficiency apartment. It's not a gift because
It's
you're
not a
not
gift.
ready for that.
Yeah, right.
Vestal is not,
Right.
apartment is not ready.
So the Rav actually continue what we last week, what he started. We can't impose ourselves on other people, even though you mean well, but maybe for the other person, it's not going to be well. It's going to be like a disaster, right?
And how do you know that?
Because that day he was waiting for him. That's what it says. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. It doesn't say when the teacher is ready to teach, the student appears. Never. Never. This is what you learned in Kabbalah. What comes first? Of course, the light comes first. But in our world, what comes first? Malchut comes first. Malchut, no light comes first. The one till the vessel is ready. Till the vessel.
Remember what we said, the vessel is ready?
Right? That's right. All right, and with this we have concluded volume 2, and we'll have a little siyum today. And next week there's vacation, but the following week, next week we have vacation. Wow, you don't have to wake up so now you can sleep later.
Yeah, because they used to. No, let's continue, but we stop here because they have started a new subject now. Yeah, can we stop here? Because they have now start a new subject. They just finished the section 2, number 2. Like in the volume, we almost finished the first part, and we're going to start the second. And it's funny because every time we study, the Rav actually is like we study together with the Rav. Understand? So it's very powerful. And now we're going to start the third part of the first book. Okay?
Good.
We're going to study.
You have to come next class.
I'm
building the vessel.
I have a little question.
Yes.
How do we know if that
Just
person...
loud, if you can just.
Yeah. How do we know if that person that we're trying to help, according to the knowledge that we have now, is not ready? They're listening to you. They may not apply sense, but they're listening. They're calling you.
No, I need to check myself. It's never ever about the other person. It's about me. It's my desire. My desire, because we just want to share and to show what we know. And not necessarily the person needed right now. So if I can be more sensitive, I can ask myself just a second. If that thing I want to do right now involve with me or with the person?
With the person.
No, I didn't ask for an answer. I need to check. Because with each person is different. Most of the time it's not about the person, it's about me. Because I want to share.
Yes.
So it's me. I'm involved. It's not because I think it's good for you, because I want to share what I have to say. You have to check it because it's something like we all have, because we have knowledge and we want to share the knowledge. So if I'm involved emotionally about it and I need to take a step back till I understand it's for the person first of all. Second, and I can check if I really, really love the person and I'm not involved emotionally with the person. Because even I will ask him, I have something good to give you. Would you like to hear? Or to share with you? Would you like to hear? Maybe, spera un poco. Maybe he will say, I don't want to listen. So if it's about me, I will get offended. Understand? Okay? And the third point, I already told you, but the third point is like I need to make sure that the person wants to listen to me. So I need to ask for permission. Usually we're not asking any permission, we take in the knowledge and then we throw. Imagine you have like a cup of water and you throw the person a cup of water. He's not even thirsty. He doesn't even like orange juice. He like water, right? So we need to check. Listen, this is a spiritual work. You know, imagine a Kabbalist. He walking in the street and he tell each person what is correction. It's funny, but it's not funny because what people you think will think about this Kabbalist? What they going to say about him?
Crazy man.
Is this guy is crazy?
And they'll be offended.
They're going to say this guy is crazy. Why? Because they're not ready for the answer. They just, hey, you need to do this. You do that. It's like, who are you? Like, you know, you don't even know me. You know. Even so, this is why Kabbalists they're not really. Even they see, they don't say.
That's
Because
what I said,
they need to say according the person vessel.
Even if you know them.
So they will say something. If they say they will say something, that will do what? Will change the vessel to a different level. I will tell you a story when we finish with the story, okay?
Okay.
There's a story that the Rav shared, and you might know this story. When the Rav was traveling to Israel to be with his teacher, with Rav Banvine. So one of those times, they after the service in Shabbat, right, or before, but they walked in the street in Haifa, and the mayor of Haifa came toward them. So the mayor was walking toward them, and he was smoking. So he like saw the Rav Banvine, so you know, like he moved the cigarette. So usually when you see someone doing something like wrong, and especially in Shabbat, you want to say something, right? Rav Brandwein, what he did is he mentioned nothing about it. He looked at him, he talked, and he asked him, how are you? How are you feeling? How is your health, right? That's it. He said, oh, I'm good, everything okay, it's okay. Shabbat shalom, and he left. After a few weeks, you know, they have meeting, they need to go to meet the mayor, so they went to the mayor. And the Rav said that the mayor, right away he saw the Rav Banvan. What did he told Rav Banvan? Oh, Rav Banvan, I want to tell you, I stopped smoking in Shabbat. So, listen what is Kabbalist. So Rav Banvan looked at him and he asked him, why? Why? Right? We, like regular normal people, would say, oh my God, really? Oh, it's exciting. Wow, good for you. Wow. No. He asked, why? So you know what he told him? And this is a Kabbalist actually, because you want to know the root of things. Not just, no, the root. Why? So he told him, you know, when I saw you at that Shabbat, and when you asked me how I'm feeling, I felt your pain, that you really care about me. And I understand I need to stop smoking Shabbat. He didn't tell him nothing physically. Just he gave him love. He fulfilled his heart with love. That's it. Not you smoking, it's not good for you, you're doing wrong, it's Shabbat, give him on the head. Nothing, nada. Just love. Pure love to his heart. And the guy got the entire message. And he decided by himself. This is why a Kabbalist, he doesn't really tell you directly really what to do. Give you energy and love, you need to decide what to do. Because if we tell you what to do, and you will do, and you're not really doing it from the right way, this is why I ask him why. You're not going to do it from the right desire or right way, it's not going to last. So what we need to do, we need to build desire to the other person. We can't give the people just answers. We need to build a vessel. We need to make sure we have a desire. This is why many times, you know, how we burn in people. When we start to study Kabbalah, we go to our friends or family. Oh my God, I studied today. Blah, 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 blah. They listening, but they burn out. So if you're so excited, you know, when you go to a restaurant and you're excited about the restaurant, you build a vessel for the person to go to taste the food. Right?
Yeah.
The same way we need to make sure that I build in a vessel the person to come to taste the light. That he will take a step and come here, or he will take a step and he read a book, or he will take a step and go to Kabbalah.com and listen to a lecture. He needs to do something to earn what you earned. You sat here for 1 hour to have this class, no? You drove here, you pay money, you pay attention, you ask questions, you laugh, do this, blah, blah, blah. You know how much effort you did to receive this light? Even you will walk out from this class and you remember nothing. Because it's about connecting. We can't remember 1 hour of information. It's very hard. We need to be really like in a level of, maybe the light to remember into details everything, right? Yeah, we can remember the concept maybe. But it's built in. When you need it, you're going to remember it and you're going to use it, right? So imagine all of this light, you're excited. For you it's like nothing, but you go to a person, poor guy. He just came from work and you're like, come, today the teacher, he said, wow. And I think I'm helping him. I'm like, I'm burning the person. Help people, but creating for them that they need to have the desire, they want to connect. So yes, I can say something, but cover the rest. Just create a desire. You know what I mean? And again, we need to learn how to do it. So if you think about it, we can't really, how you can help other person? You can give him a tool, he can help himself. This is the help. What do you mean I help you? How can I help you? I can tell you something that I read or I know that you should read, and when you do, right? If you want to lose weight, how can I help you to lose weight? You need to do the work. I can tell you, we can be your trainer, push-ups, this, you shouldn't eat bread, right? But if you're not going to listen to me, I can lose weight for you. Okay, so we need to understand, even the way we think about how we helping, we need to help the person to have the right vessel to change himself. We can't change the person, he needs to change himself. Okay? It's a thin line. What I'm saying now, it's a big concept, right? It's like a big concept. We need to dig deeper to really understand it even. Because we're all doing those mistakes. This is why we need to start to make sure we start to pay more attention to our thoughts, where I'm coming from, and where is the other person right now. So yes, if you restrict for a few seconds, you might have the answer, say nothing. Say nothing. Just smile, give a hug, whatever the person needs. Maybe the person right now, he needs a hug. And you flash him with so much information. Just need a hug. Just need the shoulder to cry maybe. That's it. Be a human being. That's it. We need to make sure that what the person needs right now to elevate him. Does that make sense? So what the Rav Brandman did, he just asked the question, how do you feel? From that, he got all the love he need to start smoking Shabbat. Have a good night.